kilometers long. And what happens in the Bay of Fundy is pretty similar to what happens in the bathtub, except for it's a lot larger, of course. Now in the Bay of Fundy, it takes a little bit longer for the water to travel from one end to the other and back. And what that's called is a seiche. It takes 13 hours for the water to travel from mouth to head, and then for the water to travel back to mouth again. So 6.5 hours each way, which is quite a bit longer than it takes in your bathtub, right? So that's a 13-hour period, and like I said, it's a seiche, S-E-I-C-H-E. So we talked earlier, didn't we, about the time difference between our high tides? Does anyone remember how much time is between high tides?
12 and a half.
12.5 hours, yep, 6.25 hours between high and low, or 12.5 between high tides. So let's see here, we have 12.5-hour time difference between our high tides, and we have this 13-hour period of time that it takes for the water to travel from end to end. Now aren't those times pretty close together? Traveling from mouth to head. And you know, that seiche, it takes 6.5 hours, right? Hits one end, it starts coming back. And right as it goes to hit the other end, the high tide starts to roll in, right? And they actually go together at the same time, causing, just like in the bathtub, it to be amplified, therefore giving it that much more of a push as they travel together. So the times join together, those two things join together and cause our tides to be that much higher. And take your left hand and place it deep, deep underneath.
Nah,
Okay, now is there a difference between the two spots? Moist underneath, damper, there's lots of... Is anyone's periwinkle coming out?
Yeah. No.
Something that's extracted from knotted rat. It's called...
I love it.
It's good, eh? Now I want everyone to take a strand of knotted rat. And remember those air bubbles we talked about? Every air bubble okay, not to pull it off, just look at it. Every air bubble counts as 1 year of this guy's life, okay?
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna have a contest and see who can find the longest piece of knotted rat. So you can't go on all the different branches. You want to just take one strand and count them, okay? Yeah. I found 5. Did anyone find